Hi, Carol. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Karen. Okay, so, hola, chiquitas. Hello, my lovelies. We have some fun things planned today.
Yes.
Lana had this brilliant idea of making Santa hats.
Yes.
And so we thought, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. And guess what? We have kits. We cut them today at like 2 hours ago.
They will be listed this evening.
Yeah.
I did not quite get a chance to get them listed, but almost. So
yep, we'll have them
as soon as
live
we're done,
tonight.
I'll run over there and get them done.
Mm-hmm.
So
thank you. So we're going to do some live selling today. We have some new fun things to show you, and we're going to make some Santa hats. And what else? Let's see. It's 12 days of Christmas, you guys. It started on Tuesday. Thank you so much. You guys are buying the things that we have on sale. Awesome. We have some big ones this weekend. There's a new sale every day, all the way up until Christmas, or is it the day of Christmas?
Christmas Eve is
the last one, and then we have a huge end of year sale coming up as well.
yeah, Christmas Day, you probably should maybe steer clear of the computer and hang out with your family.
Well, hey, wait a minute. I still got to pay your salary.
One day, Christy, one day.
One day. Okay, or yeah, whatever. So anyway, so let's see, what else? Lots of sales, lots of things going on. We have like a foot of snow at our house, and we should post. Merle went up there this morning. So Merle went up this morning and took some pictures of some of the frost.
Oh, some of there were like half-inch ribbons of frozen
frost.
fog.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the most bizarre looking pictures.
Yeah.
I saw some. She had them on Idaho Live or something. That was really cool.
Yeah, they're 5 inches long at my house.
I've never even seen that, and I've lived here 25 years.
I know. I have pictures on my phone.
bizarre.
I'll show you later. Maybe we'll post some pictures that that Merle put on there, but it's crazy. Let's see. The babies got fixed this week.
Baby
kittens.
Yeah.
Yep, they got fixed. So I put them back outside because they were being naughty in my
As
room.
kitties will.
Yes, as they do. Chickens are good. Horses are good. It's going to be 12 degrees tonight.
They have a nice warm barn though, right?
Well, yeah, it's warmish. They have really nice warm fur, so they get really fuzzy in the wintertime.
I don't know the first thing about horses. So.
Yeah, they get fuzzy like grizzly fuzzy.
Oh, grizzly has some pretty amazing fur.
Yes. So let's see. So we have some things to show you. So we'll show you those things. We have some live selling we're gonna do. So stick around. Do we have giveaways? Ooh, we have giveaways. Of course we have giveaways.
Oh,
how can we not have giveaways, right? So, well, should we get started?
Jinx, show me a Coke.
Okay.
Okay. So, we made Santa hats, this lovely little Santa hat. We decided it would be nice out of some nice soft cuddle. So, our kits are made out of the cuddle, the red and the white. You could make them out of like polar fleece. It's easier if the fabric has a little bit of stretch to it, and Minky has just a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with the red part. We're gonna do the main part of the hat.
Now our kits, by the way, are $14.95, and they will make 2 hats.
2, exactly. And so what I have here, I already made, so I took one of our kits and I cut it in half. So when you get your kit, you're gonna get the full width of fabric. This is only half the width of the Minky. Minky's like 58 to 60 inches wide. So I just cut it in half.
Yep.
Use the first half to make this hat, and we're gonna use the second half to make a second hat.
Yep.
Okay, so there's not really
And it's a half a yard, right?
It's a half a yard of the red, a quarter yard of the white.
Cool.
And so there's not really like a pattern. You make your own based on your measurements. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by folding this in half. I'm gonna fold this, basically it's the selvage to the middle. And so you have this piece. You want the fuzzy inside. You wanna put the fuzzy sides together because we're gonna draw on this with a Sharpie, or if you have a good marking pen, that's great too. But I find sometimes with these dark colors, Sharpie works just as well.
Yeah.
And it's a whole lot easier to mark on the back side of the cuddle than trying to mark on the plush side.
Okay, so right sides together.
Now the first thing you need to do is determine what size you want to do. So have our RebsFabStash measuring tape, always useful. So we are going to measure Christy's head. And we're just going to go around the biggest part of her head, like over her ears. And you don't want to make it too tight, but you kind of want to get an idea of where you're at. And so we're at about 22 there. So for a 22-inch head, the measurement we need to know, keep in mind, is half of that, because each side of this red is going to be half the hat. So by knowing what half of your head circumference is, we'll know what size to cut these. Okay, so half of 22 is 11, so got to remember that.
Okay.
Next thing we do is you have to determine how tall your hat's going to be. So the magic formula is approximately 1.5 times the width of the hat. So for most head sizes, 15 inches is a really good, you know, from
here to here.
15 inches is great. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our minky in the middle of the fabric, up at the top. I'm going to put a little dot. Okay, that's going to help us make the pattern. Then I took a ribbon and I tied it onto my Sharpie pin that's 15 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the raw edge of the ribbon and I'm going to put it on that dot up there. We're going to hold it. I'm going to take this, and then my pin, it's attached to the ribbon, so it's going to make an arc on the bottom, and that's going to be the bottom of our hat. So Christy's going to hold it there, and I'm just going to go straight up and down, and we're just going to do a basic drawing. Like I said, it's just to give us an idea of how to cut it. And sorry, my drawing is not that great, but you get the idea. Okay, now you can let go of that now. Now we're going to mark 2 marks 11 inches apart. So
okay,
we kind of want to keep this in the middle. So kind of center your 11 inches, and we're just going to put a mark at the corner where it's at 0, and then over at 11, right on our curved arc. Okay, that's all we need. Okay. Now, Christy's going to take the ruler and she's going to cut from point on the arc to the top point. And she's going to cut that whole section off.
All right.
Gone. Now she's going to do the same thing on the other side. Can you move that over, or are you okay?
I think I will.
Maybe you can move it over.
Scooch it over here. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, probably would have been better if you could have seen us doing it. Sorry. All right, you want to cut this off all the way though?
Oh yeah, all the way. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll put some basic instructions in with the kids so you have some ideas. You won't have to memorize this.
Okay.
Now, Christy's going to take a pair of scissors. I mean, you could take your rotary cutter, but personally, I'm much better with scissors. If you want to try just to stay on my squirrely little line, go for it. Do not cut your hand.
I know.
If you can cut it with a rotary cutter, that's fine. Like I said, I like scissors. I'm actually I've done more sewing of garments than I have of quilts in my life, believe it or not. So I like scissors. But anyway, so now we have 2 hat-shaped pieces. All right, there you go. Now, it doesn't really matter which way your minky is going. This minky is going towards the top. Yeah, this one is going towards the bottom. A little thing that my mom taught me. My mom was a seamstress, and she used to tell me about velvet and plushes. If you have the grain of the plush, the plush part going down, it looks flatter. If it's going up, it looks plusher and richer. So this particular one, it's going up towards the point, which is fine. Okay, so all we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this, I'm gonna use a 1/4 inch seam, I'm gonna sew down one side, I'm gonna get up to the point. Another little hint, instead of just pivoting at the point, I take about 2 to 3 stitches. Instead of being a single point and turning around and coming back, I go across the top about 2 or 3 stitches, and then I go back down. That is just helpful when I go to turn it. It's not quite as bunched up at that corner piece. It doesn't really matter because it's stuffed inside this little ball thing, so you won't see it, but it'll make it a whole lot easier to turn. So I'm gonna real quick do that. Okay, here. Alrighty. And minky can be kind of slick, so if you're a newer seamstress, you might want to put some pins in, but for me, this is fine. And I usually just do a 1/4 inch. Because this is a hat, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not like a quilt where you have to match seams and so forth. It's, as my mother would say, it's very forgiving. Okay, so we're just gonna sew right up here. When I get to the top, I'm gonna turn, just go a couple of stitches straight across where the point is. And I'm gonna go down the other side. The nice thing about Cuddle or Minky, it actually is, instead of being a woven, it's more like a knit, and so you don't have to finish the edges. It's not going to ravel or come apart on you. So that's what makes this project super simple.
So you don't have to serge it.
Don't have to serge it, you don't have to zigzag it. You can just leave it plain. And I always backstitch when I start the top and bottom. Otherwise, if you don't backstitch, when you start to put the bottom around the bottom, it'll come undone. So
backstitch at the end here. So here you go. You've got your little hat piece sewn together, 1/4 inch seam on both sides. Okay.
Now I'm going to trim a little off of that top where she's got her fingers at, just to get some of the bulk out of there.
Yeah.
Don't go any closer than about a 1/4 inch or so. All right, then you can turn it. I'm gonna shake it out. Minky is notorious for leaving lots of fluff behind.
You forgot some strings here.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna turn it.
You're gonna go home and your husband's gonna be like, "Oh, you saw
What
with
have you
Minky
been
today?"
doing? Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. Hi, Liz.
So, and that gives you the main part of the hat.
Cool.
So, all right, but we're now missing the band. So we need to make the band. Now we give you a 1/4 of a yard, which is 9 inches. I usually use 6.5 for my band. It's plenty wide.
Yep.
And then I use the scraps to fill my little bingo ball thing. And so you can also use quilt batting or polyfill or whatever, but because I was gonna throw it away anyway, I just go ahead and shove all those scraps inside there, and it's only use the white ones though, because the red ones show through.
Okay.
Okay, so let's cut that 6.5 inches from just the full, I folded it in half just so it'd be easier to cut,
Okay.
but we're gonna do the whole thing.
Okay. I guess it is very forgiving, so it doesn't have to be perfect.
It is forgiving, but you want it to be as close as possible.
Yeah. Okay, and the ruler is 6.5 inches, so that makes it easy.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, now we want this to be 22 inches long, right?
I think, yes, 22.
All right, and it is.
But don't just measure it this way. We want to
Number 24.
actually measure it and have a piece over here.
Yep.
Because this big piece at the end is what we're going to make the little ball out of. So
Okay.
you don't want to just cut it in half and do
Okay.
that.
Because you want to use that piece.
We want to use that big piece.
Okay, sounds good. So let's go over here.
So here's your 22.
22 is right here. I might have you cut that one.
Okay.
Because it's a weird angle for me.
All right, so this extra little piece we're going to use in a little bit to make the ball.
Okay.
We'll set that aside.
Now, if I was going to embroider a name on here, this is the point that I would want to do that, right?
Lots of fluff, yes. It's
Okay.
a lot easier to embroider when you have a nice flat piece rather than having your hat. I mean, we've all embroidered on hats, or a lot of us have. It can be done. But there's two nice things about this. First of all, it's nice and flat.
Right.
Second of all, you can embroider it, and the back of the embroidery can get really itchy on your forehead. So if you do this and then it gets folded in half, you have the nice fluffy stuff against your head, way more comfortable.
Yeah. So we could use a sticky hoop to do that.
Sticky hoop is great.
Would be perfect.
If I used a sticky hoop, you might want to put an extra piece of stabilizer underneath. I would probably even do a cutaway stabilizer because there is a little give in there and you don't want it to stretch.
Okay. Now.
Also, one more thing.
Yeah.
When
where
you're
to
doing
put
your
it.
name,
Right.
so this piece, when it goes on your hat, it's going to be folded in half. So you want the top of your name to be towards a raw edge. Don't you know, we don't want the top of the name to be down here. Otherwise, the top of the name would be down here and your name would be upside down. You'd have to stand on your head in order for anyone to read it.
Okay. So you would want to get it in the center, and then you want to remember you've got a 1/4 inch seam allowance here too. So you're going to want to come down a little bit, put the name right in the middle so that it's right side up in the center.
Actually, it doesn't really matter how you put it to here. When I put them together, I usually match a seam. So by doing that, it would be better if it were in the middle of like the 1/4.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you put it in the middle,
Right.
then you'd have a seam here, you know, you'd have seams all over the place. You could put the seam in the back of the hat,
Right.
but then it wouldn't match up with these. So it's,
Yeah.
you can put it wherever you want. But
Okay. So
either
fold
put it
it
in the middle or
fold
put
it
it
in
on
half.
the 1/4.
right here. And then mark your middle,
Yep, there you go.
and then that's where you put the name.
Yep.
Okay?
And realize that's going to be folded in half. So you don't want a name that's bigger than, you know, maybe
Right.
an inch or two.
Yep.
You don't
So
really want.
stitch it out on a scrap first before you put it on your minky. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So now what?
So now we're going to make the band. Band's real easy. We're just going to stitch the small edges together with the right sides together. So the plush part is going to be together. And we're just going to stitch that right across the short end.
Cool. Yeah, this would be really cute to make for the dog or the grandkids or the nephews. Oh my gosh, my nephews would love this. I might have to make some for them. And then Katie and Paul would want some too.
Okay, my kids, I made them wear Santa hats, like growing up. Every time we did, you know, the unveiling of the gifts. My daughter's working across the way, and she's like, "I'm not wearing a Santa hat, Mom. Don't make me one." So, you know, they get less likely to love them during the teenage years. Just saying.
I think Emily would totally wear
Would
a
she?
Santa hat. I think she would really enjoy that.
Now, my oldest daughter would. Scissors around? Can I have the
Yes,
scissors
they're over
from
here.
She likes costuming and stuff though, so she likes to dress up.
Yeah.
My other two, not so much. Okay, so now we have the big piece. All we're gonna do is open this up.
So let's show them which seam you did. So we did the short seam. She did a 1/4 inch on that. Okay.
Okay, now we're going to fold it in half. So we're gonna just take that seam, match it together, and there you go.
Okay, so now the wrong side, or the wrong,
The wrong sides
are
are together and the fluffy side is out.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
At this point, I take a few minutes and I've got some pins around here. Oops, you got them?
Yep.
Because Minky and Cuddle slides all over the place, it's a good thing to pin it when you're going around the bottom of the hat.
Yeah.
I also like to pin, I usually like break it up into quarters, and I break the hat up into quarters, and that way you don't get a large portion of the band in one place and you have to stretch it in the back. So if you mark it in quarters and then match them together, it makes them a lot nicer and more evenly spaced.
Okay.
So I'm gonna real quick do that.
Okay, so now we're gonna leave the cone right side out.
That's right. It's
And
easier.
then we're gonna sew the seam here.
Yep. Now if you
Okay.
want to, so the way I mark this is I put the two seams together and then I put a pin here and here. So if you want to put a pin,
Okay.
so that's the other two quarters.
Oh yes. I see.
And
what
then
you're
we will
saying.
match the band to the hat.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Inhaling some minky.
Yes, I am breathing in Minky fluff.
Yes.
So I have a pin at the seam on here and a pin halfway across. Just going to match those pins together and then put a pin at each quarter section.
Okay.
And like I said, this is a hat. It's something you wear at Christmas. It's not like it's going to be worn every day. And it's basically a costume, so it does not have to be perfect. Don't strive
Do we have
for
orange
perfection.
minky?
I don't know.
I think we have some orange minky.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We've got about 10 different colors I know of, plus a lot of prints.
We have an orange. I don't remember what color we have. It's Cuddle.
Boy,
But
my
we do
pants
have
look
an
like a
orangey one.
peppermint stick or something now.
Yeah, I know. You look like
Crazy.
a
Okay.
candy cane.
Now we are going to put the hat inside of the band, and we're going to match up our pins. I like to match the seams together. So the one seam of the red, I'm going to stick on the seam of the hat. Put that together. Put my pin. That is a tiny pin. Okay. And then I have pins both on the hat and on the band. I'm going to match those. And like I said, it's kind of slick, so it's really a good idea just to use the pins to help you keep everything from sliding out, because probably watching people sew with Minky, that's the number one problem, is they don't realize when they have multiple layers, the bottom one slides out and then you have a hole in your seam. It's not good.
Yeah.
So pins are your friend for a project like this.
Yes. And you probably wouldn't want to use the clips, the Wonder clips, because it wouldn't hold it.
I think pins are your friend on this one.
Yeah.
And then I actually will do a few more pins. So let me get this last. Okay, so I've got it quarter. You could go ahead and stitch it now, but because it's so slick, I actually add one in between each one, and that way it's not going anywhere. And the other thing is, instead of doing a 1/4 inch on this seam, I do a 1/2 inch, and that way you are sure you're going to get it.
Okay. So a 1/2 inch seam on this one.
So on the band, and like I said, you can do a 1/4 if you want, but
I did notice that seam was a little bit larger.
A little bit larger, and like I said, it's just because you are going in a circle, and it's just easy for it to slip out. It's not a flat piece of fabric. It's not a quilt. So.
Oh, Karen had a really good idea. She said save the scraps for fuzzy stuff, for embroidery.
Oh, for sure.
For gnome beards.
Beards.
Yes.
And Santa hats.
Yes.
Awesome.
I know, these scraps are awesome for applique projects using the embroidery machine.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and sew.
Okay.
Just, like I said, I do a 1/2 inch from the edge, the raw edge. I'm going to sew all the way around, overlapping my seam about a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Can I show them really quick how it's
Sure.
pinned together?
Sure.
So you've got your hat top is right side out, and then your band is folded in half, right side out.
Okay.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I think I'm going to have Christy do something else because we're getting a little short on time here.
Okay.
So this is our piece that we are going to make the ball out of. And the way I do this to give me the most amount of fabric is I just kind of go corner to corner. We just want to make sure there is enough to make that ball. And so there's enough here.
Yep.
So where is
right here
our pin? So she's just going to go ahead and draw all the way around. This is just a large thing. I'm also a long arm quilter, so it's one of my long arm quilting things. But you can use a cup or anything round. I shoot for between 3.5 to 4 inches diameter.
Okay.
So there
All
you
right.
go. All right, I'm going to stitch this real quick.
And then you want me to cut this too?
No,
Okay.
we are going to stitch it before we cut it. It's a lot easier to do that.
That is a
Kind of
good
like
idea.
when you applique.
Yep.
Same kind of concept.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get this going.
Make sure I got it. I got it.
And yeah, and as I stitch, I'm going to be going along with my fingers and making sure everything's nice and flat.
Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, is there a difference between Minky and Cuddle?
It is a brand name.
There is a difference. So Cuddle is a brand by Shannon Fabrics. And Minky is what everybody else does. So there's a lot of digital prints that you can get in Minky. We have some that is by like Timeless Treasures
is the big
and
one.
a couple really fun like animal prints and stuff. But have you ever used the Minky from the other place? And do you see a difference in it?
Okay,
The other
so
place,
the other
the
place
big-
being the big
Big J?
store? Yes, the Big J. Not as soft,
Uh-huh.
and it does not wash as well.
Okay.
This Shannon Cuddle, it will be I mean, from what I can tell, I do put a lot of this stuff on the back of quilts.
Yeah.
And I wash them all the time,
Yeah.
and it feels the same.
Right.
10 washes from now.
Yeah.
The stuff from the Big J, it looks old.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, they get their stuff from a wide variety of places. So, but you know, if you're doing a kid's quilt that's the kid's gonna barf and whatever on, and you know it's gonna be used,
Yeah.
it's fine. But you know, if you want the good stuff, stick with the Shannon Cuddle. It is definitely a little higher quality.
We don't have Cuddle going on sale, Deidre, so no, don't wait. Don't wait. It's not one of our 12 days of Christmas sale, and it's not our end of year sale. That's a good idea, though. We should stock up on Cuddle and put it on sale. Maybe next year. We'll add that to our list.
We do have some fun prints too, so
Yeah.
People always look over the prints. They just like, oh, I'll never use
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
there's some cool prints.
Yeah, there's some really fun, we have some really fun animal prints.
And we have that embossed stuff. You remember that embossed? We have a gray cuddle that has snowflakes embossed on it. It's really pretty.
Yes, that one is gorgeous. I know. Yeah, I love to put it on the back of quilts. Super fun. Cut the 22-inch well band piece first, then cut your 16-inch and the leftover piece will be bigger.
Do what?
Oh, I was just reading the comments.
Oh.
Trying to read the comments. It's kind of hard to multitask. Read the comments and talk.
There's that. Okay,
And all
so
of the things.
now, you know, if I were like doing clothing, I would go, oh, I must finish this. You don't need to finish it. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to ravel. Basically, you flip it down and voila, you've got your band.
Cute.
Perfect. Okay,
Okay, let's see if it fits.
see if it fits.
Ooh, it's a little snug.
A little tighter. But if you're going outside to the Christmas thing, it's going to like not blow off your head.
Well, that's true because it's windy up at my house.
So there you go.
Hang on, I can't see my head.
And if you don't like snug, you know, add a half an inch or add an inch. But we have various people with various size heads in this room, and we tried them on. It looks darling on you. And Sadie is the most petite of us, and she tried on mine, and it kind of fell over her eyes. So you want to be careful. You know, having 2 layers of the white, it does make it a little bit tighter.
Yeah, this is a little snug, and I think probably adding like an inch.
See, and I like
probably
mine
be-
snug. So, and
Yeah.
I have a huge head. So,
Well, this this might give me a headache.
all right. Well, give it to your daughter.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna
now
make.
we've got our square. So we folded our square in half, right sides together, and I drew on the wrong side, and I just drew a little circle. And then
And if you're
she's just
doing a
gonna
smaller
stitch around
one,
that.
you can also just fold it plain like this. But I find, you know, there's not quite enough room. So
Right.
by doing it corner to corner, I have just a touch more room so I can
More
get that
fabric.
bigger.
Yep.
And I'm going to stitch all the way around the circle, leaving about an inch because I want to turn this right side out. And that's going to be this guy, this
Okay.
little dingle ball.
All right.
Okay?
Little dingle ball.
Little dingle ball. Okay, so.
All right, let's see. Let me catch up with your. I like the idea of minky on the back of a quilt, but I feel like with it being polyester, it would be hot. Well, Winnie,
Depends on where you're at.
yeah, you're in North Carolina, right? It gets kind of cold there, but not like here. It's going to be 12 degrees tonight. So, but you can get a thinner one and it's not so bad. You do need to have batting in between a quilt top and the minky on the back. So maybe you just get a really lightweight batting so that it
Otherwise, the
doesn't
minky
get
comes
super hot.
through your, if you don't put a batting, I see this conversation all the time
Yeah.
in my long armors groups. If you don't use at least a
batting.
little bit of batting,
Yep.
that colorful, beautiful minky plush comes up through your stitches, and there's nothing you can do
Right.
to stop that.
When you're quilting, I actually did that with a little panel quilt that I made for a little girl.
Yeah.
And I didn't use the batting because I was like, oh, it'll be fine. Yeah, no. Should have put the batting in. So really lightweight batting, but it's so soft and so snuggly, and the kids just love it.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
I stitched all the way around, left an opening from there to there. I did stitch just inside the black because I don't want that black. I don't think it'll show, but I just, you know,
Wanna be safe.
I want to be safe. So
Okay,
now,
so let me show them what you did here. So she stitched just inside the black circle so that the black wouldn't show when you turn it right side out, and then she left a little, about an inch or so here where she didn't stitch because that's where we're going to turn it right side out.
okay, so now I'm just going to take my scissors.
Yep.
And I would definitely use scissors. I would not try to do this with
Okay,
your
rotary.
rotary. And I leave just a little bit extra where the opening is so I have something to poke inside.
Okay,
And then about a quarter an inch or so.
okay.
You don't need, you know, if it were any bigger, you might want to clip it a little bit, but with this, it's not needed. What's up?
Oh, Mad Hatter says that I look really cute. I look like a little elf. Mom says I get my good looks from my dad. I don't know, Mom. I've got your brown hair.
All right, so here's my little dingle ball. We're going to turn it through the opening now.
Okay, so let me show you what she did here. She did a quarter inch almost all the way around except the opening. She gave herself a little extra, like half inch or so, 3/4 of an inch.
Just because it makes it a little bit easier to tuck it inside.
Okay, so now we're gonna turn it right
Turn
side
it.
out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I need my point-to-point turner.
There you go.
Okay, but finger works too.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so now we have our little dingle ball.
So I just stuff these in, and then I take that extra 3 inches you have over there
Yeah,
and just cut it up a little bit,
yeah,
like so.
yeah.
I just take it and make some smaller pieces.
Okay, and you could also use batting.
Yeah, you can use whatever you want, but I figured I'm not going to use this for anything else, so we're just going to stuff it in there.
That would have been a good scrap, though, for a gnome beard.
Well, I do know where there is a whole bolt of white.
Maybe not after today. Who knows? How
Maybe
many
not.
of you guys are getting some of these kits? We only cut about 10, but if you want more, we can get more.
And you can see how fast it is to do this. I mean, we've taken a half an hour, so we probably ought to get going pretty quick, but
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We have some fun things to show you guys in a few minutes, but this is fun. And it's so fun to play with this. It's so fuzzy.
So the whole reason, I'll tell you a little backstory why she's stuffing. The whole reason we started thinking about Santa hats is I have a friend who is the marketing director at the University of Idaho. He's the marketing director for the athletic department. And our mascot is Joe Vandal. And he's this big Vandal.
He's a big
guy.
Viking.
Viking, there you go. And he's got a big head, you know, on the costume and stuff. And so it was Christmas with Joe Vandal was this past weekend at the basketball games. And so my friend calls me and is like, I need a big hat for Joe's head. And so I literally had 30 minutes to throw together a Santa hat for Joe Vandal. And so if you happen to be a Vandal and you saw Joe Vandal all dressed up with his Santa hat, yours truly made his Santa hat. So I am a seamstress for the stars. So anyway, so that's how we got into Santa hats.
Yes. And then it was like, ooh, let's do it on the live. That'll be fun. And then today I'm like, let's make kits so we can sell some kits. Okay, so I've got it stuffed pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to make it more stuffed?
I
Or
would
is that
go,
good?
it's fine. I make mine pretty round, you know.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can also use, we did it because this is what we have in the store and we like it, but if you want furry, you can also use fake fur to make the little ball too.
Oh, yeah.
But this works just fine, and you know, if you're bored, you can sit and feel how soft it is.
Yeah.
All right, that's probably good.
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do, there's our little ball. Looks kind of like an ornament.
I know it does.
So all we're gonna do now
Ooh,
is
another
we're gonna,
embroidery idea.
you could have put in the name on here.
Yeah.
A little name.
Made a little minky ornament.
So then I just stuff these in, right? So he's pretty, it's almost round. Stuff those in there, okay? All right, now you take your little pointy end, stuff him in there.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be, you know, I usually try to get a good 1/2 inch to 1 inch stuck in there so it's not gonna fall off.
Okay.
And then,
Let's show them because they can't see behind.
oh, I'm
the
sorry,
machine.
here you go. So I put about that much inside the hole.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks pretty good if you
Yeah.
can, you know.
Yep.
Now the next thing to do, if you're into hand sewing, you hand stitch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into hand stitching.
Me neither.
So all I do is I just straight stitch straight across there. And yes, you can see it if you get up close and personal, but no one's going to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stitch across there
Okay.
on my little machine here.
Wendy said it was 52 degrees in her house yesterday and she actually had to put the heat on
Ooh.
and light the gas logs for a bit.
Well,
Yep.
it's 52 degrees in my house every day.
Yeah. Yes, I had a fire going last night because it was cold.
I will give one a little hint here.
Yeah.
When you start sewing this, it's kind of fat
Mhm.
underneath here. So
Mhm.
I always grab my threads
Mhm.
when I start sewing. And I stitch about 1/4 of an inch in. So yes, it's gonna be into the ball a little bit, but I help it along by pulling the thread
Okay.
because it's a little bit fat.
Mhm.
And so, you know, sometimes it's a little tough to get going, but
Yeah.
once you get going, most machines will handle it.
Yeah. Okay, and then you're back stitching at the end.
And if it didn't catch all the way, we'll do it again. But I think it's good. Okay,
Good.
so let's trim our little things here. And voila. There's your little Santa hat.
Cute.
And enough fluff
Drink your water.
for
Cute.
all Christmas.
Oh my gosh. This is so adorable.
So in 30 minutes, basically, we made Santa hats.
Yeah, so then if we embroidered the names on there, then we'd have it
another
done
30
in
minutes.
45.
So, and then you can, you know, pull that up and kind of go that off to the side. Darling.
How do I look, guys? Good thing I wore a green shirt today. I forgot we were
You
doing
do look very,
Santa hats.
I have Mickey. I'm close enough.
Yes. Yes, Lana
Okay.
loves Disney.
I do.
Okay. Ooh, she's handing me a piece of
Okay,
paper.
I'm gonna move the sewing machine off to the side a little bit. So
Oh, it's our first giveaway question. Oh, good. Okay, what do Swedish children leave for Santa? What do Swedish children leave for Santa?
Swedish children.
Swedish. Okay.
Don't they
Cute.
call Swedish Santa Lucia?
Tony, drink your water. Tony, isn't this going to be so much fun when you get to make these and embroider the name on the here? Tony got a machine from me. Woohoo! I'll get that order in next week. I've been talking to the guy every day. We'll get the order in next week and have it soon, and then we'll send it out to you.
We are very excited about sewing machines.
Oh my gosh, so excited.
Awesome.
It's going to be fun. So if you're in the area and you're thinking about getting a new sewing machine or embroidery machine, your
Come see
favorite,
us.
yep, your favorite online store is going to have them. And then if you are at a distance, there are a lot that I can sell you as well. So we're going to have Janome machines. So we're super excited about that. Okay. So as you know, it's 12 days of Christmas. And so we have new sales every single day. So today, every single day, all the way up until Christmas Eve. So today we have Maywood on sale. So we grabbed a couple of Maywood things to show you. Some great Kimberbell. Tony, you're going to need to add to your stash.
That's a good one.
Let me come up here and show you.
Move.
So, as you know, Kimberbell does a lot of embroidery stuff. So, a lot of her fabrics and prints are great for embroidery, especially if you like to do applique embroidery. So, we'll get you going on that too. But this is a great little red and white and black bundle. Little dots, small prints are awesome. So much fun. This is a great stash builder. So this one is Kimberbell Basics, reds, whites, and blacks. There are 17 fat quarters in here, and it's $61.95. The winner is Rhonda Patrick. The answer is coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee.
I didn't know that.
So Rhonda, I'll show you this in a minute. We have a cute little fat quarter bundle for you, little 5 fat quarter.
Oh, that's adorable.
Isn't that cute? Look, stripes.
Really?
Love this stripe. So much fun. Awning stripe, right, for the roof of something that you're appliquing. So these are 15% off today. Little white on white dot. I think this one is that's the white doodle. And then gray and white, the swirls. I'm seeing so many fun embroidery projects with this. Or this would be a really fun red, white, and black quilt. I've kind of always wanted to make one of those. I don't really know why. I want to, but I haven't found a pattern yet that's gotten me super excited. Okay, let me pop over here really quick. We also have some smaller little bundles. So this one's $29.95. This has 8 fat quarters. Woo!
Good catch.
Yeah. And it has all of the little scatter dots that we had at the time that we cut these. These little scatter dots are so cute. So there's a red on white, white on red.
Oh, yes, 15% off.
15% off, yep.
Today.
Today.
You have to do it today, though.
Today only.
Prices
Orange
go up
dot, blue dot, purple, gray, white, and black. Awesome little stash builder. And it's 15% off the $29.95. So you guys can do the math on that. I'm not going to do that. Then we have some big dots. Aren't those fun? Love these, love these, love these, love them. Oh my gosh. And then we have some more awning stripes. So we have the red and the pink and the green and the blue and the light gray and then taupe and black and white. Let's see. We also have a couple of these kits left. Can you hand me that other kit too?
Yes.
These are also 15% off today. This one is called the Christmas Mixer Quilt.
Okay, this is so cute.
And this is a free
goodness.
pattern. And it uses Jingle All the Way and Whisk You a Merry Christmas and some of her basics. Fun quilt to make. Would go together really fast. 44 inches by 61 inches. I see some half square triangles in here, so you can practice making your fast half square triangles that we showed you how to do a couple times ago. Here's the fabric. This fabric is so adorable. And it is not going to be reprinted. I don't think anybody else has it in stock still. We don't have any more.
Not of the main.
We're out of the main. So this one, so cute.
Lots of coordinating
Baking,
prints,
Love it. And look at her little coffee cup has the white dots on red. That is one of her prints. She uses a lot of her prints in these. So cute. So this is one of the kits. Love this. This is a multicolor scatter dot. And then you've got the green and white. And Wish You a Merry Christmas plaids. Aren't those plaids cute? The cookies that are tossed. And then red words, red dots. These are also multicolor red dots on red. And then this is a Kimberbell Basic and another main print. So cute. So there's no more of these main prints left from the Wish You a Merry Christmas. So cute.
Now, does that have the cookies in there? Because we do have quite a bit of the cookie fabric that would be good
yeah.
for backing.
Yeah, so this collection, this print here, we have in green and brown and gray, I think. And this would be really, really cute for the back of the quilt. So that one's called the Christmas Mixer Quilt, $64.95 minus 15%. And we also have the Wish You a Merry Christmas kits. This is one of her embroidery projects, but it also has a sewing version. We may or may not have the patterns. I don't know if we're out of those or not, but we do have the fabric kits. And it uses some of her basics. And this was a really fun quilt. Mom did it, and it's complete somewhere.
It's not
here, but it's not in the studio. So we'll show you that next week.
Deidre was asking what we were out of. We still have the kits. We're just out of the yardage for the main print.
Yeah, we still have the kits. We're just out of the main print yardage for Wish You a Merry Christmas.
But we have lots of other coordinating. We have most
And Jingle
of
All the Way.
just not the coordinate.
But their coordinating prints would work great for the backing. So if you want to get one of these kits, go ahead and grab one and then go look for the collection. See, isn't that cute?
They're getting harder and harder to find, so if you're interested at all, now's the time to
Yeah,
do it.
get it before it's gone, because they're going to be gone.
Christmas Mixer and We Wish You a Merry Christmas, right?
Yes.
Both use the same fabric.
Yep. Similar. Some of these, this one has a lot more of the basics in it. Isn't that plaid cute? Get some of that for your binding. So cute. Here's that all over dot.
I love this
Really,
one.
really cute. If you like this, grab it now because it's going to be gone very soon. See, here's that main print. That's the yardage that we're out of, but we do have some of these, and it's not going to be reprinted. Maywood actually never reprints, and when they came out that they were going to reprint this collection, I was like, oh my gosh, and I had to have it. Okay, so the winner was Rhonda Patrick. Here's your little fat quarter bundle that we're going to send you. It looks like it has 5 fat quarters for winning, so we'll get another giveaway question here in a sec. That's Rhonda's. Thank you. Next giveaway question. Which one of Santa's reindeer has the same name as another holiday mascot? Okay. So that was the Kimberbell. That's the stuff that's on sale. Oh, the buttons and the pattern. Cute, cute. And we have live selling we've got to do too. Woohoo! No stash sale today because we're doing just too much to try to do that. We have these cute little buttons, embellishment buttons. Wish You a Merry Christmas, but you could put them on your Jingle All the Way quilt too. Super cute. Here's the pattern for the Wish You a Merry Christmas quilt.
That's the embroidery version.
This is the embroidery version. There is also a sewing version. And it has the instructions and the CD. And we also have had embellishment kits in the past. I don't know if we have any right now. But we have had embellishment kits for that. So if we're out, we'll get more. But today's the day to grab it. Okay. Then, for those of you that are Lori Holt fans, we have this really cute pattern that came out a couple years ago. Let's see, I don't know when. Copyright 2019. And the gal that did it used the Cozy Christmas fabric. But we haven't sold very many of these patterns. So we were talking the other day and we were like, oh, let's get some kits out of this. That was really cute. Cupid is the answer and Denise Eckhart is our winner. All right, and Denise, we are going to send you the Rebs Winter in the Woods pattern, and the little mug that Deidre and Wendy won last week. Okay, so here's the pattern. Isn't that adorable? We have 4 of these kits, and it's using the Cozy Christmas fabric. The solid, we picked just the white solid, Riley White solid for the background. And then you have Cozy Christmas. Cute, 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 cute. Lana just loves it.
I do love it. I'm thinking about maybe grabbing one of those because I feel like that one's doable. It's not quite as intense as some of the other Lori Holt Christmas quilts.
Right. Well, and this one is the pattern was written by somebody else. It's actually not a Lori Holt pattern. She just used Lori Holt fabric.
But it still gets the whole Lori Holt
Vibe.
Totally.
But it's all pieced, Wendy. So you can do this one. It doesn't have any applique. Wendy doesn't like to do it.
I'm with you, Wendy, on
What's the
that. I'm
name
not
of
a
the
big
kit again?
applicator.
It's called Quilty
Quilty
Christmas.
Yes.
Quilty Christmas. And this one finishes 70 by 75.
Nice throw size.
Yep, nice throw size. If you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, you could put a border on it. Cute. I love it. Okay, then we have a couple of new things to show you. We have one new bundle. When did this come in? Today?
This came in Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday?
I love this fabric too.
I haven't even seen it because
It's-
I wasn't here all week.
It's very
Animal?
folk arty, but
Yeah.
it would make the best unknown baby quilt. Like if you don't know if you're gonna have a girl or a boy, and
Mhm.
it's not green and yellow,
Mm-hmm.
but it's I don't know. I just fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm. Animal Magic.
Yeah.
So 12 fat quarters in this bundle. Those owls actually are kind of cute. You guys know that I don't like owls, but these are really pretty cute.
There are only 6 pieces in the Animal Magic collection. That's all that's in there. So we paired it with 6 blenders. So
Oh, I see.
There are 5 Dash Flow from Dear Stella and then 1 of the Jacks.
Okay.
And we thought those went really well together.
Yeah. Porcupine,
Hedgehog.
hedgehog. And then we have the blenders that we threw in here. Squirrels. I'm just throwing fabric at Lana.
Squirrels are so. This
Dashwood,
is
yeah.
Dashwood, yes. I love these squirrels.
Foxes. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I can't get. Yeah, this is a job for Terry.
I know. I'm sorry. This one has a little taupe fur on white. And then we have bunnies, jackrabbits. They're going really fast.
We didn't get much of this yardage, so if you like it and you want to buy the kit and maybe get some matched coordinating backing, you would want to do this sooner than later. We don't have a lot of this fabric.
Okay.
I think there's about 7 yards of each one left. That's all.
Hi,
That's our
Lisa. We made Santa hats. Thanks for coming. So here's your fat quarters. This is a really pretty bundle. Look at me just throwing fabric everywhere. Lots of fun, different colors, unique colors. And
it's not pastel. That's
Right.
baby quilts are always pastel,
Yeah.
which they don't have to be.
yeah. Okay, next question. Which country started the tradition of potting a Christmas tree?
Putting a Christmas tree up.
Putting a Christmas tree up. Which country started the tradition of putting a Christmas tree up?
These are good questions. I don't even know the answer to any of these.
Okay, do we have numbers on our items?
Oh, that was fast.
Ooh, somebody got it really fast.
So who is it? Germany.
Germany. And the
Cool.
winner is Carol Brown.
Wow.
Is she a
Good job.
Stashbox subscriber?
Huh?
Is she a Stashbox subscriber?
Carol, are you a Stashbox subscriber? I don't know. I feel like it. Deidre, I'm really glad you're a Stashbox. I hope everything was okay in it. I'm glad we wrapped everything in fabric or plastic.
This here's the one that got left on the porch
Yes.
or steps or
Stinking
something.
UPS people. Okay, so Carol, are you a Stashbox subscriber? She said, oh my gosh, I guessed. Okay, so now we're going to do live selling. Do we have numbers for the items this time? Okay.
Just whatever you show will be the number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1.
Number 1. Ready?
Oh, it was Tammy too. That her
Oh,
stuff
Tammy.
was left on the thing.
Yes.
But Carol wins this. By the way.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Carol, we're giving you this. You get a recipe card from our stash box. This one is the blueberry yogurt muffins from Tammy, number 1. And then cupcakes, cupcake holders, Lori Holt cupcake thingies.
Liners.
Papers. Yes. Okay, so Mom, I go over to Mom's house today, and I feel weird because I'm like talking off in the distance. Anyway, I go over to Mom's house
We
today.
could probably push that up a little bit.
Oh, maybe I could.
You had it down for the sewing.
Maybe I'll
so-
just sit over here. Okay, so I go to Mom's house today, and she was like, Christy, guess what? I go, what? She goes, I ordered some fat quarter bundles. I'm like, uh-huh. Because she does that, you know. She goes, well, I have 4, and I have 2 more coming. So why don't you sell some of them in the live today? Because they're really cute. I said, okay. So this one is by Clothworks. The collection is XOXO by Heatherly Chan. And these are $62.95 for the bundle. And it's Halloween. No, not Halloween.
Valentine's?
Valentine's,
There you
yes.
go. Coming soon.
XOXO. Really cute color palettes. Not super pinky. Little
yet
plaid. Oh, that's cute. Look at that little bias plaid. Oh my gosh. The little pink one. Pink and coral.
That's beautiful.
It looks like watercolor painting. So if you want one of these, let us know. They are not listed on the website. So this is item number 1,
And we have 2 of them.
and I have 2 of them. So if you would like to buy this for $62.95, it will not be on sale. It is only available during the live selling on YouTube.
Oh, look at that floral.
I know, isn't that
Beautiful
pretty?
floral.
Ooh, loads of hugs and kisses. Oh, these trucks are cute. Trucks and bikes. How many fat quarters are in that bundle? Does it say?
14.
14. She's already eyeballing it.
Yes.
What was the name of the animal fabric?
Animal Magic.
Animal Magic. So if you want this one, it's number 1. Good time to get some Valentine's fabric. So you can get it done before. Look at these cute little hearts. This is fun. And then there's a panel in here too.
Look at that dog.
I
That
haven't
dog
even
is
seen
darling.
this. I have not even seen
The
this,
block panel.
but
Nice.
Mom loved it. So if you want one, put in number 1 in the comments. Come over here so I can show you the panel. Oh, that's cute.
Looks like the front side of a bicycle and a truck and the back end of a car. Chair, watering can. Look at that puppy. That puppy.
Oh, that
look,
little
and there's a
puppy's
puppy
so
here
cute.
too.
Oh,
on
yes.
the bike.
On the bike.
That's darling.
Cute. Cute, cute.
Anyone who has a Dalmatian must have this. Look at that cute little guy.
Okay, does anybody want one? No.
Get it out.
Anybody want one of those? If you want one, let us know. We're doing live selling. Okay. Item number 3.
2.
2. Okay, item number 2 is a Jingle All the Way kit with a few substitutions. That is why we are selling it on the live. So what's the price on this minus the 15%? Okay,
Yes, you will want to buy that now.
and I don't think we have any, so this one is the last one. It basically has a couple
It's
substitutes.
not on the website.
Okay, so how much is it? Times 0.85. So
101.95.
this is 101 and 95 cents. If you want the last Jingle All the Way quilt that we have, kit, you can do sewing or embroidery version. We are selling it on the live because of the substitutes. Basically, they're basics. Let me look.
And the biggest
Basics,
one
and there
is
was one.
the border. You have the gray cookies for the border.
Oh, gray
because we
cookies
do
for the
not
border.
have the Jingle All the Way border.
Okay, so if you've wanted to do the Jingle All the Way quilt, this is the very last one in the world with a couple of substitutions. Lots of basics in here. That one even a Maywood? Don't think that one's a Maywood.
She was getting creative.
Yes, she got very creative because she had a lot of these cuts left. Okay. But still would make a very cute quilt. But it's hard for us to sell it online as a Jingle All the Way because sometimes people get persnickety when it doesn't have exactly the same fabric. So if you want the Jingle All the Way quilt, most of these fabrics are the basics and the Jingle All the Way. But there's just a couple of substitutions. This is this White Snowflake by Kimberbell. And then her linen awning stripe. And then this gray cookies is the border that we selected, which would be really cute.
They all
So,
sort of go together, so.
are you guys just not buying anything for yourselves today? It's that time of year, huh? Okay, if you want it, number 2. Item number 2. Then we have some really cute kits. Those table topper kits that we had from Raleigh Blake. Really cute kits, damaged boxes.
I love the Christmas one. That
This
is
is so cute. So this one has a damaged box, but the outside is free. Huh?
I don't think they've been priced.
This one, let's see. I think this one is, look up the regular price
I
on
think
them.
the regular's $47.95.
$47.95. So this one, let's go with $43.95. So this is item number 3. If you want this,
It's so cute.
this is so cute. I know. Look at the
And
little
it's-
Christmas trees.
It's small
and the-
enough you could probably
little
get
stars.
it in the mail in a couple of days and get it done for Christmas dinner.
Yeah, we could get this out to you tomorrow if you want it. Okay, so that one is, what did I say?
$43.95.
$43.95. See, she remembers because she's my bargain shopper.
Yes.
She's my bargain acquisition manager.
Yes.
Bargain shopper. Okay, so then item number 4, very damaged box. This one is the November.
But there is nothing wrong with the kit.
Right, the
kit
fabric is totally
100%
fine.
And really, these are just boring boxes. They're not like, you know, they're not like the Lori Holt boxes. They're just black boxes.
Yep. See? So, this one, let's do for $40.95 since the box is so damaged.
Wondering how much the XO, the Valentine's Day fat quarters on the list.
$62.95.
$62.95 on the XO fat quarter.
How many fat quarters?
14.
14 fat quarters. But the fabric's fine. So this one is, what is this block?
It's designed by Stacy West.
Mm-hmm.
It's called
So-
Thanksgiving.
Uses some of her fabrics. So $40.95 on this one. This is item number 4.
Tony will take the Christmas tree.
Good job.
Tony will take the Christmas tree. This one?
I think so.
And there's
Tony's-
only the one of that. That's the only one.
Okay, there's only one of these. So Tony, this is the one you want?
There may be, are there any other non-damaged ones still listed in the store? There may be a couple more, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure. I know they're not listed yet, if they are.
Really?
You could write
Is
it.
that the one that Tony wanted?
Because I did list them last week.
Yeah, I think that's the one she wanted.
$3.95 for
Okay, so then we have this one, Thanksgiving Table Topper by Stacy West. That one is $40.95 because the box is trashed. Ooh, this one is a really good deal. This one has a little bunk on the end. And this is a Janet Wecker table topper. This one I have priced at $39.95.
Wow, what a bargain.
I know. What a deal. So here is the finished quilt. So this is the Janet Wecker table topper. Finish is 36 by 36. That does look like it has some applique on it. That's really cute. Fabric's fine. Box just has a bonk on the outside of it. Okay, anybody? And this one was which month was that one?
That one is September,
September.
which is
so-
my month.
Yeah. Okay, that was the Janet Wecker table topper. Then we have this one, Summer Garden, designed by
Heather Peterson.
Heather Peterson.
One of my favorites.
One of Lana's favorite designers.
I got to meet her earlier this year and it was fun.
Yeah.
She's such a quiet, reserved young lady. Not at all like us.
This is the flower one. This is the May themed box. August box. This one's $39.95.
Look at those, they're so great.
Wow, look at this. This is a Lori Holt print.
Yep.
One of the basics. But anyway, so it's got the stripes, cute little dots, shabby, swirl, a lot of different designers, basics in there.
I think a lot of these try to go with mainly basics, actually.
Yeah. They use their own fabric. So that one's called Summer Garden. So that one's $39.95, regularly $47.95. But I'm selling them on here because you guys know the boxes are damaged and you're not going to
month, I
get
think
mad
a
at me.
gorilla must have like delivered them because we had several that were sadly sat upon or
There are
so much
gorillas.
done. Kind of reminds me, remember the
But-
American Express TV commercial where the gorilla's like throwing things? Sometimes I wonder if our UPS company has that problem.
They were taken out of stock because they're damaged.
Okay.
I will look at the original price. But
Another one, sadly, squished.
Damaged boxes.
we have 3 of those.
I have 3 of these.
And
Flea market windows.
oh my goodness. I looked up the wrong.
Joanne wants the Summer Garden one.
Summer garden.
$85.95.
Is the regular price?
Yep.
Okay. So these are regularly $85.95. So let's take 15% off. What would that be?
I don't know.
She's doing the math. $85.95 minus 15%.
73.
$73
Seems like a really good price.
for this kit. And we have 3 of them. And this is the Flea Market Windows quilt kit. Anybody? 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 We have 3 of those damaged boxes. Oh my gosh. It's 5:02.
Oh wow.
Woo.
Time flies when you're having
We
fun.
flew through that. Oh. Okay, let's see. What are we saying here? Watch one of Lori Holt's. Easy peasy. Oh, and Wendy, by the way, if you look at the reveal video, or not the reveal video, the tutorial that I did for the stash box, I show you how to do the applique on there. Super easy. Super easy. It's in part of that tutorial. I think it's probably about 7, 8 minutes in.
What's the Janet one?
It's that one. Can I have that one?
This one?
Yeah, how much was this one?
This one is $39.95. The Sewing Days Janet Wecker
Mary.
table topper. Mary wants that one. Cool. Cool. So, do we have any more giveaways?
Nope.
Okay. And everybody wants us to have a retreat in the summer.
I'm all for that.
You're all for that? We have
Okay.
to just pick some dates.
You know, I do know a caterer too that can cater for us.
Oh yeah? Is his name Todd?
His name is Todd, and I've been married to him for 31 years. But,
Okay.
he loves to cater quilt retreats, so he has about
this.
30 years experience, and he could do anything for us.
Cool.
So
So we'll pick some dates. June, July. Basically, Mom, you need to look and see if we really are going to do that cruise this year and when you want to go. And
I have a
then
cruise coming up too, so
we'll plan around
let's
that.
figure that out.
When is your cruise?
I don't know. I have to decide.
Hmm.
Verizon is
You have to
giving me a cruise.
Verizon is giving you a cruise?
Yes.
How did you win that?
Well, apparently, when you change 5 phone lines over, they give you a cruise.
Wow.
So you know,
Cool.
who am I to say no to
Yeah.
a free cruise? So
Exactly. Am I going to make Kimberbell cutie kits? You know, I've looked at that. People have asked for that. But the thing is, like, we do these little promo bundles with Kimberbell fabrics. And these are great little stash builders. And I have small ones and I have larger ones that have a larger subset of the collection. So she uses a lot of, I shipped one of those today, but I didn't look at the pattern, but I think they use all basics. So they all use her basics. So the best thing to do really is look at what you already have for Kimberbell, and then do you need more of the scatter dots, or do you need more of the stripes, or do you need more of the larger dots, right? These are great stash builders. Because those kits, it's like it would be a total of, I don't know, probably 2 yards of fabric, but it would be
A lot of labor.
a lot of labor. So these promo bundles that we do with the Kimberbell stuff is really, it's the way to go. And then when we have like some of the fat quarter bundles and whatnot, but you can get a lot of mileage out of one of these fat quarter bundles. That's exactly what Mom does, actually. She just stocks up on fat quarters and Kimberbell, and then when she needs a little bit of this or a little bit of that, she comes in and she gets one of these little bundles.
Yep.
That's the best way to go. But yeah, I thought about it, but a lot. June is my vote if I have one. Well, of course, Tony's like,
I like June too.
yeah, I like June. So we'll
June's
probably
good.
pick a time in June that we
is-
could do a retreat. That would be fun.
The summer gets busier as it goes on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yep. June's a good month.
And
so
it's nice. It's not too hot. It's still nice around
Yeah.
here and
yeah.
everything's still
And it
green.
usually doesn't snow.
Okay, I've seen it snow on 4th
I
of
will
July.
escort you if it does though. If snow scares you and you want to come, I can put 8 people in my car counting the driver. I just have to clean it out because it's kind of dirty. I'll get it detailed before, just in
Okay,
case.
Don't
Or
give too much information away,
I
Christy.
could just get the motorhome, haul everybody around in the motorhome. That'd be fun. Not June, as the kids are still in school. Oh no,
In which month?
Yeah.
I mean, in which state are the kids still in school?
Karen, do you have kids or grandkids? She must have to take care of her kids or grandkids or something.
But they're still in school. So.
Karen, I mean, you gotta have a vacation once in a while. But yeah, my nephews are in school until the end of June, usually in Pennsylvania, June 25th.
My last youngest child is graduating in June. It'll be the last child.
Your last youngest child? Do you
My
have another
last
youngest?
the last, youngest child.
Yes.
Yes. No,
grandkids.
Sammy is not a grandkid, an actual kid.
Cheryl, don't scare them.
So, yeah.
She's saying snow 4th of July. Rule of thumb, summer does not start in our neck of Idaho until 4th of July.
Wait till after.
Karen drives them to school. Okay, Karen, when are they done with school? Maybe we'll do it like the last week of July. They got to be out by June, last week of June. And we could even go a little bit over the, wait till after the 4th of July. Okay, now everybody's saying wait till after the 4th of July. Tony, how come you couldn't come in July if we did July? Maybe we'll just do 2.
Why not?
Yeah, maybe we'll do 2. Maybe we'll do one in June and one in July. The one in July will probably be better because we'll have done it before. Yeah, okay. That
We'll
sounds
figure
good.
it out.
Maybe we'll do 2. Oh, Karen said the last week of June works.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good because weather's usually pretty good.
Weather's usually pretty good. It's usually not rainy, but it hasn't dried out yet.
And then
so,
we could
yeah.
go Saturday to Saturday because flights are always cheaper Saturday to Saturday.
Although, if you're in town on a Saturday, you can go to farmer's market. And most people love farmer's market.
That's true. So maybe we should do how long of a retreat should we do? How long do you guys want to hang out with us?
Should do like a
Is a
Thursday
week too
through
much?
Sunday.
Thursday through Sunday?
Like my grandma says, after 3 days, and companies like trash, it becomes the stink.
Tony has another trip in July. Okay, cool. Well, then we'll do the last week of June. That works. And Karen says 4 days. Okay.
4 days is usually a really good.
Thursday to Sunday, we could go to the.
Maybe have everyone
Farmer's
come in
market
on Wednesday if
on
they
Saturday,
wanted, and
yep.
then we could play and sew Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
go to farmer's market, show them around.
Fly
the
over
Palouse,
on Wednesday.
and then Sunday can be a travel day.
Oh yeah.
We have 2 full days of sewing, a day of seeing the Palouse,
Mm-hmm.
and a day of traveling. I think that would be pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Deidre says she's kind of scared with what's going on.
Well, you know what? The world is scary.
Yeah.
And we do our best to be safe around here. And the reason why it's so obvious here is because it's usually so safe. We don't see all the scary stuff in the world usually. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
the world's kind of caught up with Moscow. But we are still a safe place.
Yeah.
And we have more policemen in our small town right now than probably anywhere in this part of the country.
Yeah, it's
So
weird.
it's very safe.
Yeah, we have a lot of police around. ISP is hanging out, and City of Moscow police are hanging out. And hopefully by then they'll know what's going
What
on.
happened.
But
Yep.
you know, like you guys have seen, you know, we haven't seen a murder here and
Since
Since
2015,
2015.
before that,
yep, and then before that was 2007, I think.
possibly.
Yeah. So we
Yeah,
got another
7
7 years till something bad happens again.
Yeah, so, you know,
So
and we're not trying to.
But we're in a good spot, you know, we're in a good part of town, and you know, this is just not, it's not normal for us at all. This is so, it's so surreal, because yeah, the whole world is here, the whole world is watching what's going on, and it's just weird.
It's very sad.
It is very, very sad. It's, yeah, I've cried about it a lot, actually. But you know, bad things happen to good people. So anyway, but we'll be fine, because you know, our caterer, he's like a Huang Shua. He like Hong Fu them.
There you go. He could probably like run away from them.
Yes, yes.
Anyway,
Wendy says she doesn't leave her house much. Wendy, you're a lot like my mom. I have
you
to
gotta
like
get
drag
out a
her
little bit though.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But anyway, yeah, it would be fun. But yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's a very safe place here. It just wasn't a month ago.
And you know,
Yeah.
we have locks on our doors. So
Yeah,
we
we
can
have
lock
locks.
us in.
We have
So
cameras too, so we
We're
can
safe.
see what's happening. And the police station is like,
a block and a half away.
yeah, a block and a half. I drive past it every day on my way home.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very, very close, and they're very fast to respond, and it's a very small town, so it doesn't take them very long to get anywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's what we will go for the last week of June, Thursday through Sunday, travel day. If you're coming from the East Coast, you'll probably want to fly out on Wednesday, because it's a long way to go. And then you
And
can
if we
fly
have a-
home
if we have a
Sunday,
bunch of
fly
people
home
coming in,
Monday.
We could probably even plan a pickup at the airport. If
Yeah.
people are flying in Spokane, I could
Yeah.
probably make a
Yep.
airport run.
Either fly to Spokane or go to Lewiston, if you're coming from across the country, because Delta flies in and out of Lewiston, and then everybody flies in and out of Spokane, Washington. And if you want to stay an extra day, or you know, flights are cheaper an extra day, we'll take care of you.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you. Somebody can bunk in my motorhome, or
I got a few extra bedrooms. you know.
yeah, got
we're
extra
good.
bedrooms. So we'll figure it out. The big one is the flight. Is there a Marriott? Yes, there's a Marriott here.
It's fairly new too, right?
It's fairly new, yeah.
It's like less than 5 years
Mhm.
old, so it's
Mhm.
still pretty.
It's all the way on the other side of town. It would take me about 6 minutes to get there to pick you up.
All the way, that's like a mile and a half.
Yeah,
So
it's about a mile and a half away. But I think there's Uber drivers too. But
you
Yeah.
could walk.
we could Marriott. Yeah, it would be a hilly walk. Huh?
I don't think we have Uber.
You don't think we have Uber?
Mm-mm.
No, I thought some of the college kids did that.
There is a college cab company.
That is true.
You know
Okay,
what? I
so
will. I
we'll-
will drive anyone around
Yeah.
that needs to be driven around.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have a Subaru. It's safe.
You stay free for there. Okay, cool. All right, so let's do it. Last week of June.
Could get some bunk beds. and put them
Thursday
in
through Sunday. And yeah,
we have
we
to cover that window though. We have a very big
Oh,
window.
yeah.
yes. Well, yeah, we could put bunk beds in here.
Right inside here,
Where?
just in between here and the store, in that whole area. We could make it into a sleeping.
What
Porch.
area?
It's
The
right
hallway?
next to the
Yes.
bathroom.
We don't want to put them in the hallway.
It's not a hallway.
No, we'll put it
It's
back
huge.
here in the studio.
It's huge to sleep.
We might have to make it look pretty.
We'll come up with something fun. We
Yeah,
promise.
we'll come up with something. Bunk beds. That's funny. She's gonna be bargain shopping for bunk beds. It's the time of year too.
University has
Well,
bunk
you-
beds for
yeah,
sale
they have
almost
the-
every
the dorm
year.
Beds.
Yeah.
Like the old ones.
The old dorm
Oh my
beds.
gosh.
That's what they want.
And you know what? We have a few quilts they could use. So yeah, it'd be cool.
Okay, so let's see. So let's look at June.
And we have like 6 months to plan.
The
Oh,
last week of June.
this is gonna be fun, people.
So
Mhm.
June 28th to that's 4th of July weekend though.
Ooh.
July 4th is on Tuesday. That would work though. I mean,
You could take.
it'd be fine.
You can do the.
We're just gonna make an executive decision right here. If
I
anybody-
like
that
that
weekend before.
the weekend
Still
before,
the end of June.
The 21st-ish?
like June
Yeah.
21st through June 26th. That's probably better because 4th of July people sometimes
people
are
have parties
traveling and
stuff.
doing vacations and things like that. So how does that work? So June 21st, you would fly out if you're coming from a long way, and we'll do the retreat on the 22nd and the 23rd. We'll take you to the farmer's market on the 24th, and then we'll come back and sew because you can walk to the farmer's market, and then you can either fly home on Sunday or you can fly home on Monday. And if you stick around, we'll find something to do.
There's lots of fun stuff to do in this part of the world
Yeah.
in the summertime.
Yeah.
It's not too hot and it's
Oh yeah, we
lovely.
could go to the quilt museum in Genesee. That's a good
oh,
idea.
that would be so much fun.
Good idea, Cheryl. Okay, we're gonna
I like
have
that.
Cheryl help us plan this.
Of course.
I think that's a good idea. Probably only way I would go is if you do, Wendy. When they have a for sure plan, we'll take a look. Deidre. Okay, cool. So let's go retreat on the June 22nd, 23rd, and then we'll do fun things on the 24th and 25th, and then come out 21st through the 26th. And we'll do whatever you want to do. Embroidery, applique, put some projects
A
together.
little bit of everything.
Cheryl wants to go to the
Winery trip. Oh gosh.
I
Cheryl.
actually
There is a winery.
There is a winery in
Sue,
town.
actually, one of the winery owners is one of our good customers.
Oh really?
Sue. Sue and Stu.
Sue and Stu.
Stu is her husband's name and Sue is
Which
her name.
quilt did you do of hers? Is she the one that?
Oh no, she's our customer here. She comes
know.
into the store. She didn't.
Oh, she wasn't the. It's not the Sue that did the saguaro quilt.
No, that's Susie.
Oh,
No, this is gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
I know who you're talking about. I think.
Sue knows. She's
think
at the farmer's market. Her husband does farmer's market, but they
Okay.
used to have Camus wineries, I think.
You could do
Okay.
7-7.
But they would probably even do a.
Sip
I
and
bet
sip.
we could even talk them into doing it for us.
Okay, Cheryl, stop. We're gonna. This is going to like a week long now. We can't get all that done. They're coming for a retreat, a sewing retreat.
Well, you could do it on Friday night.
Do what on Friday?
Sip and sew.
Sip and sew. Okay. Sounds good.
So many
We'll get an
ideas.
agenda.
Ooh.
Get this agenda. It's gonna go from like 3 days to like
A month.
yeah. Come hang out with us for a month. Cool. All right, that'll be fun. Okay, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. Come back and shop the store every day. Tomorrow is pre-cuts.
Yep.
Pre-cuts are 10% off or 15% off tomorrow.
I'm gonna check.
I
You
think.
heard it here first.
Yeah, we better look. I'm gonna go.
It's pre-cuts.
Pre-cuts. All
Yeah.
right. And
We haven't
then
technically announced it yet.
Oops. Shh,
Well,
don't tell anybody.
Well,
these girls get to know
Yeah,
stuff
they do get
early
to know.
because these girls
Just
are
you're
special.
hearing it here first.
Yes.
There you go.
Let's see.
And when does it go live?
Tomorrow,
5:30.
5:30.
5:30
That's when
Pacific.
the email goes out.
Pacific.
Oh,
So the
8:30
email goes
East.
out 5:30 Pacific.
Okay.
Okay, so and then we will be back next week. We'll have to come up with something fun to do next week. Sip and sew. I like that. I drink coffee. Okay, we have a really good coffee stand around. Mom says I don't drink if I have my funnel.
I don't drink if I have my funnel.
I don't know.
Okay, I missed that one.
Mom drinks water.
Okay.
Mom just doesn't drink. I don't even know. What? I don't even want to know, Mom. Don't even answer that question. I do not even.
We will have something for everyone to drink. If you don't drink wine, we will have
Other beverages.
other beverages.
Water.
Yes, water.
Water.
We'll say cute a lot.
Juice,
Uh-huh.
Juice, tea.
Coffee,
tea. We have some good teas around here too.
White Claw, beer.
We could take everyone. We could take everyone to Ampersand. That's a
Okay.
cool. That's
We
a
could do
cool.
a cooking class.
Ooh,
Oh.
cooking class.
Ampersand's a local place that has oils and
love that
vinegars, and they do these
Bread.
cooking classes on stones, and they teach you how to use their stuff, and fantastic.
I took Gary to one.
Deidre asked if there's a stash sale.
Nope, no stash sale.
15% off Maywood.
15% off Maywood.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
Pick
No,
up
we're
your
not
stash.
doing stash sales during
The Christmas sale.
12 days of Christmas because it's a lot. All the media posts and emails and all the
And
things.
it breaks our computer.
Yeah,
Our computer does not like to have competing sales. Sometimes it
yeah,
is a little challenging.
yeah. It doesn't know what to do. So, yep. So no stash sale, just a new sale every day until the 4th of July or the 4th of July.
4th of July, new sale that you heard it here
I've tried to
first.
say that like 4
Okay,
times.
maybe Christmas Eve.
Christmas
Christy.
Eve.
Yeah.
Christmas
And then
Eve.
we have one day with no sale, and then the rest of the year we have
I know.
sale.
Craziness, lots of sales, but yep, Maywood, so everything Maywood. So if you go check your email and go click on the link, you can see all of the things that are on sale, and it's an automatic discount too, so you don't need a discount code.
Yeah, so you won't forget the code.
Yeah, will
so
there be a live
heartbreaking.
next week? I think so.
Yes.
15th, 22nd.
22nd.
Yep, there'll be a live next week.
There'll be a live the week after too.
What?
Hint, hint.
Well, I have to keep it quiet because there's people that are surprised
Oh,
about,
okay.
that don't know about what is
Okay.
happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't say anything.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that
Okay.
next week.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, so we will see you guys next week, and I'll have to watch a replay so I don't have to cook. All right, thanks for being here. I hope you guys had fun. I think I need to go make some of these now because
know,
it
for
would
your
be
whole
so fun to
family.
have the names all embroidered here, and oh my gosh, make some for my nephews. Mom, can I bring you the kits and you can make them? Oops, I just made a sneak. Okay. All right. See you guys later next week. Bye.
Bye.